dude. Okay, this is great. Now, again, I say pound for pound, per square inch, per square foot, the PMP show. Again, the audience that we have, we are so blessed to have you guys. Robot Centaur making me laugh right before we went live. And by the way, Tony, before I explore the Robot Centaur riffs, I want to ask you, are you gloved up? You see my Brent Main is okay. Good. And while I'm doing this little quick rap about Robot Centaur, can I request, if not flat out demand, one of your choice Tony One Glove renditions? I could use one tonight.
Well, Paulie, if you just stand by for a moment, please, if you don't mind.
Creative Tony, yeah, what you doing now? You coach your little league.
You do coach the little league.
Yeah, let's take a night reprieve. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight, on the night flight. This is your other home. Yeah, you know you're not alone. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight, on the night flight. This is your other home. Yeah, you know you're not alone.
Okay, how quickly we forget, how quickly Paulie Mac forgets with the so many damaged brain cells I'm still dragging around. Thank you, Tony. I did record that after all 4 night flights. I never remember to play it, so thank you. Back to Robot Centaur, just for a second here. First of all, we love Fareed. I mean, Fareed, they have, is it baby number 4, he said, on the way?
4, Pat.
Shout out Zeppelin 4, shout out Black Sabbath Volume 4, and shout out Robot Centaur Kid 4. Anyway, he, our great friend and sponsor and spirit animal, blood brother, Don Peralta. Look at you.
It's been a while.
There it is.
That's Pops. That's Pops calling. Wanted to see how we did in the Little League game. Sorry, everybody. Sorry about that.
Watch me. Oh, I almost dropped an F-bomb right there. Watch me, Tony. Watch me working. Look at Olivia. Get her over there.
Olivia's trying to treat me. All right.
I want them.
If you get to come in, you got to come in and say hello.
There's my girl. Oh, hey, PMP Familia, say hello to Olivia. That's Tony's gorgeous daughter. Olivia, were you at Little League tonight?
Hold on.
Did you go to Little League tonight?
Yeah.
How'd they do? How'd your dad do coaching? Did he get thrown out? Did he argue with the umps or anything?
He argued with the umps.
Did he get yelled at? Sometimes you got to yell at this guy. Keep him in line. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Olivia knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. Hey, Olivia, have a great night. So nice to see you, kid.
All right. There we go. Sorry about that. That's Olivia.
Take your sorries and stuff them in a sack, mister. The more Olivia, the better for all of us, just for the sake of peace in the Middle East and peace like on planet Earth. The more Olivia Ryan, the better off we're all going to be. So I'm a huge fan. And again, God help the poor sack of S that decides he's got a crush on that kid, because he's going to be getting it from. He's not even going to see it coming. This kid's going to be pulling up, dude. I'll be in the bushes. Like what's his name? Like Joe Buck jumped out at me at the bushes.
You could be the Bushman in San Francisco. You know, the Bushman who just hides as a bush.
I'll scare to drip right off this kid. You know what I mean? I'll scare the freaking oven mitt right off this kid's hand. I promise you. You don't want Uncle Paulie driving down 101 in a bad mood, and I'll do it. All right. Anyway, I'm just kidding around. We love it.
If you could drive down the street in like the Camaro that Springsteen owns, you know, and something like a T-top Camaro, and you know,
just revving the engine, it's like smoke.
Maybe smoking a butt. Just for effect. Yeah.
Maybe. What do you mean, maybe? Dude, I'll have a pack rolled up in my shoulder like Travolta in Grease. You know, I'll just have a pack right up there. I'll be like, hey, kid, you smoke? And I'll be like, no. And I'll be like, why not? What are you afraid? You know what I mean? I'll force this kid to smoke, and then I'll have Olivia dump him. I got a master plan. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
Okay, anyway, I wanted to go back to Robot Centaur because Don Peralta, because he's always doing the Lord's work and he's always helping PMP be the best that we can be, he put up a poll for all of y'all, and I want to make sure I'm saying all the right stuff here. So, yeah, so they got the Giants have this new jersey, the Gigantes jersey. It's been a big...
Gigantes.
What did I say? Gigantes?
Yeah.
Okay, Gigantes. That's the new jersey. It's black, and there's a lot of mixed feelings on this. And I saw Robot Centaur because I know Los D loves it. I think Dom likes it. And then I looked over right before the show started, and Robot Centaur goes, dude, for this new Giants jersey, I'm a no, dog. That's a no, dog. Made me laugh. I don't know. It just made me laugh. Yeah, look at Jeff. What's up? Jeff Faust. Ladies and gentlemen, big announcement.
Fausty.
The Polymac and Friends gig is a go. We are 48 hours away. We're going to have a really good time at the Brisbane Inn on Friday. I invite all of you to come on down. No cover charge. Just come on in and groove. We're going to play some good music. I got a nice band around me. And Jeff Faust will be coming on stage to participate in some jamming. He's going to play a couple of Grateful Dead songs with us too. So look forward to seeing Jeff Faust. Look forward to seeing as many of you as possible. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, Dom has put a poll up in the YouTube chat. So you guys vote on it and we'll give you the results at the end of the show. I'm okay with it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. Like, I'm indifferent. It's like, yeah, my thing is the Giants' traditional home cream jerseys are one of the best baseball uniforms in the bigs. I wish they would just embrace that the way the New York Yankees embrace their classic look. That's why they're the Yankees. You know what I mean? And they have that look. And I think the Giants can compete with any team as far as traditional uniforms go. I'm not crazy about all these variations there. There you go. What do you think, Tony? How do you come down on this?
I like it. I do like it. But I don't want it just a once or twice this season. Fine. But like you said, Paulie, the home creams are phenomenal uniforms, man. And I wish they would go back to the gray road uniforms that just had the SF in the Will Clark era. I love them. I love
those. Yep, loved them.
I like it. I like this jersey. I do like this jersey, and I do like the hat too. I just, let's not forget where we came from, Paulie. That's all.
Here's the question, and Andrew Markoulis is asking it on behalf of myself and everybody else who's not in the know here. And I'm confused about this too, Andrew. So my question goes to you, Tony. Is this the new City Connect? Is this replacing the old City Connect? Is that what we're looking at? Or
no, I don't think so. I think this is for certain nights, a few nights during the year. I don't think this replaces those City Connects that have like the vinyl lines in it and honoring the hippie movement of the 60s in San Francisco. So I think this City Connects are still around for another year, I think.
When you say hippie movement of the 60s, I take great offense. What about the hippie movement of the 2020s? You know what I mean? I'm still out in front. I'm in the front of the line trying to keep it alive. Hippie movements will never die as far as I'm concerned. And I'm here to keep that drum beating, man, as long as possible. You know what I mean? Because I think the hippies were right about all that stuff. I really do.
Hey, Paulie, right out of the gate, Steve Groschel. By the way, Steve Groschel, again, great freaking job as the musical assignment guest host last Friday. Yep. If you missed it, go back to our YouTube channel at Polymax Particles. Please like and subscribe while you're there. And then check out last Friday's episode with Groschel as the musical special guest host. It was fantastic with Grosch checking in saying any Giants jersey that doesn't have purple in it, I'm good. So there's no purple. The City Connects, they have purple.
Well, yeah, I mean, how could you have a Giant jersey without purple in it? Black, orange, purple. Of course, that's the traditional look. And thank you, Grosh. And I agree, he was great. Speaking of the very talented audience that we have, Tony, we will be bringing in another one of our Hall of Fame community members tomorrow. I believe it's going to be Aaron Kask joining us. And this is going to be cool. Now, again, we open the door to all of y'all to participate in this stuff. He is coming on to guest sponsor a Tony's Top 3 list. So I don't know what he has up his sleeve. He asked us. He was like, hey, do you guys want to know the topics? And I said, no, I'd rather react blind on the air. I like that. I like not knowing what's going to happen, and you get a more natural reaction that way. So we look forward to that. Other things, other irons in the fire real quick as we get started tonight. I had a nice conversation or a nice back and forth there. We were text actually, but nice back and forth with Scott Osler today congratulated him on his amazing career, told him we're going to miss him a lot. And I sent him regards from the entire audience. But Scott checks in, man. Scott likes what we're doing. He likes this show. And he's been very supportive, not only of this period of my career, Tony, he's been supportive of us going all the way back to the Ticket 1050. Like Scott has just always been there for us. Like when we were nobody, when we were riding high at KBR, and now when we're starting all over again, Scott's always been there. He never changes. So Scott is going to join us next week. Are we going to have I'm really looking forward to that. And I told him, Tony, just so you know, I don't want you guys to think I was being like forceful. I said, hey, man, if you want to take a break from doing interviews for a while, I totally get that. If you don't ever want to do another interview again for the rest of your life, I totally get that. But he was like, no, man, let's do it. Let's do it. So I don't have the day yet. It'll be Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll have a nice sit down with Scott. Okay. Tony, also, what else am I forgetting? So Aaron Cass tomorrow, Scott Ostler next week. Is Brooksy with us tomorrow? I'm sorry, I'm losing track.
No, Brooksy's not with us tomorrow, but we can get Brooksy. Let's try and get Brooksy next week, I believe. We also have Wednesday. We've got the opening day party on the Hangout at Standard Deviant. If you haven't yet RSVP'd, please let us know if you're coming. Go to our YouTube channel at Polymax Particles. Once again, I hate to have to say it so many times, but like and subscribe while you're there.
Yeah.
And then click the Eventbrite link and let us know if you're coming. We just want to give Standard Deviant and Neil Donardi at Longbridge Pizza a round number about how many people to expect. It's going to be a lot of fun. First pitch 5:05 against the guy Arson Judge, who decided, you know what? Well, I don't need to show up. I don't need to show up in the World Baseball Classic Championship. I don't need to.
You know what? Let's talk about it right now. And I want to say I'm with you 100% on this. Listen, Aaron Judge, if you want to be, listen, I mean, the guy was the captain of the freaking team, for God's sakes. He's the captain of the team. I mean, you got to show up and act like a captain. I swear to God, dude, and I shouldn't be saying this, but I'm irresponsible, so I'll throw this out there. I was watching his at-bats last night, and by the way, what did Aaron Judge do in a gold medal game? Oh, he went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. 3 effing strikeouts.
Paulie, that is a hat trick. We like to call that a hat trick, Paulie.
I believe they still do. Yes, they still do. Yeah.
It's a hat trick for Aaron Judge. And ever since he played the Giants the way he did, he's dead to me. Bye. Peace. Done. I can't stand him.
And Scarlet Fire, who I adore. I adore Scarlet Fire. She's my Jersey sister, and she's my Bruce. We're locked in on a million different things. Scarlet Fire now, but even she, a big Yankee fan, probably the biggest Yankee fan in our audience that I know of, she's coming correct right now saying, I'm embarrassed to report that he is not a big game guy. That's exactly what I want to talk about because I was thinking, I was watching the pregame show with Big Papi and A-Rod and of course, Derek Jeter, the captain who predated Aaron Judge taking that seat. And that, Tony, that's a big deal in New York with the New York Yankees. They go through periods of time where they don't even have a captain. Like that's how meaningful. They don't just throw it out there like it's some commemorative thing. They really select their captains very carefully historically. I think all baseball fans know that, like the prestige of being a captain of the New York Yankees. When I think about the captains of the New York Yankees in my lifetime, they're exceptional players that did exceptionally well on the biggest stage. Thurman Munson, rest in peace. That's a freaking captain. Derek Jeter, I mean, he epitomizes what a captain is. And I was thinking to myself last night when I was watching him in the pre and post, I'm like, I guarantee you, I'd be willing to bet the house on this. If Derek Jeter was the captain of Team USA in a World Baseball Classic, I can pretty much bet any sum of money that you want, he would not have gone 0 for 4 in a gold medal game. Derek Jeter would have found a way to give that team a spark. And if he had a tough time at the batter's box, he would have done something defensively. He was always finding a way to light the fuse, man, to get the Yankees kind of kicked into gear. He lived for it. When I look at Aaron Judge in the batter's box last night, I was like, I'm not even sure this guy wants to be here right now. Like, he did not have that look in his eye, like, bring it on. He looked a little timid, like maybe the moment is too big. And Tony, my last thing, sorry, I realize I'm going on, but I had a lot to say here, is that this is not the first time we've seen this with this guy. Yeah, I know you hit 50 home runs and 60 home runs. It's great. Bro, you have to deliver on the big stage if you're going to be a cat. You have to. You really do. I'm saying this is a tough love moment for Aaron Judge, man. Not only does the USA lose that game, but the guy that they really need something from was he as George Costanza would say, Tony, shrinkage. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What
exactly.
do you give me for Aaron Judge in the gold medal game last night and George Costanza getting out of the pool in Seinfeld?
I was in the pool.
And he's flapping his hands. I was in the pool. Shrinkage. It's a real thing, ladies. But anyway, I got to tell you, Aaron Judge was demonstrating shrinkage qualities last night. And it upset me. I think it upset a lot of people. The only spark, and to be fair, it wasn't just him, but there's more responsibility on his shoulders being a captain. You have to light that fuse. He's been unable to do that. And you remember finally, and last thing, Tony, he melted down on his own field against the Dodgers in the World Series 2 years ago. He made defensive errors. He wasn't hitting for S. It's like, bro, you have to answer the bell. Yes, the lights are blinding. I get that. That's why to be considered one of the greats of all time, a Joe Montana, a Wayne Gretzky, a Michael Jordan, you got to elevate in those moments, dude. You not disappear. You have to step up. And he's been unable to do that. So, Tony, your thoughts? That's how I feel. I was very unhappy with him specifically.
I couldn't agree with you more, Paulie. And for what he's getting paid, by the way, I know obviously he's not getting paid for the World Baseball Classic, but for what he's getting paid as a MLB player, you would expect him to be more of a clutch player. Last night, 6th inning, 3-1 count, which is the greatest count in baseball because you know the pitcher doesn't want to walk you and you know that you're going to see something. And he takes, again, Paulie, he took a cock shot right down Broadway.
Yeah.
Right down Broadway.
Yeah, I remember that. He was just he just looked at it. He didn't
with
switch.
Bryce Harper on base.
Yeah.
That right there is the moment. That's the moment that Judge needs to be the king of, and he wasn't. And they grounded up the third.
Is there any way, I'm just playing, I don't know why I'm rushing to his defense here, but I'm just making sure we check all the boxes. Is there any way he was under instruction, don't swing on this pitch? Maybe
no, not a 3, no. 3-0, maybe.
Okay.
But no, not even 3-0 in the World Baseball Classic. You're not going to tell Judge to take a cock shot down the middle. But 3-1, and you take that pitch down the middle, I was stunned. And I'm like, dude, that was your moment. That was your moment right there. And he didn't. And then he grounded out and Harper. And dude, remember yesterday we were talking about the love-hate, the roller coaster ride that is Bryce Harper?
Yes.
Last night, man, I felt it. And I was with my buddy James Hanna. Shout out James Hanna of the Sandcross Little League Giants.
Sorry, I got to ask you again, like we've been known to do, Tony, always have to make sure about this. Any relation to Hall of Fame offensive lineman Jack Hanna?
No, but I just pretend that he's related to Daryl Hannah, and I get to meet Daryl one of these days.
I like Daryl Hannah. I got no problem with Daryl Hannah. You know what's going on with Daryl Hannah? Let me tell you. Right now, I bet you a lot of money she's sitting in a teepee with Neil Young smoking a peace pipe, and I'm not kidding. You guys think I'm kidding? They have teepees on their property. Like they have this big mansion, but then they got teepees out in the yard. They chill in the teepee. I heard Eddie Vedder tell a story. He was on the Howard Stern show a couple of years ago. Howard's like, so what, who do you hang out with? What famous people? And he goes, I don't know. I go, Neil Young's a friend of mine. He goes, oh, Neil Young. Yeah, great. He goes, what do you do when you go to Neil Young's house? Eddie Vedder goes, well, he takes us outside. We all sit in a teepee and hang out. So anyway, I like Daryl Hannah too, and she's in a teepee as we speak. Tony, go ahead.
Shout out Neil Young, Woodside, California resident, former Woodside, California resident, who used to just pop into the Pioneer Lounge in Woodside. By the way, Woodside used to be called Whiskey Hill, but Neil Young used to just pop into the Pioneer, play some tunes with whoever was gigging that night, and then go back to his teepee. So love Neil Young. Daryl Hannah, it's all about splash for me and Daryl Hannah. Splash.
Well,
dude. Bocce balls, right? And to men, and naked women everywhere.
Well, listen now. See, you're touching a nerve here, Tony. And I don't want to go back to the World Baseball Classic, but
I got something about James Hanna.
Daryl Hannah conversation is equally as important on the PMP show. So there's no preferential treatment. Rags.
Groschel knows bocce balls. There you go.
Well, no, that's fine. That's fine. The judges embrace that, but there's more. Rags comes in. Daryl Hannah, Wall Street. Okay. Wall Street. And then I got to do my due diligence. Yeah. Daryl Hannah, Pope of Greenwich Village, folks. Pope of effing Greenwich Village. She's the aerobics instructor. She's slapping Mickey Rourke in the face. To me, that's my favorite Daryl Hannah. And she was really good in Kill Bill as well.
Noemi just said that. Noemi just said that as well. But Paulie, come on, go back to the restaurant where she just bites into the lobster.
Totally. Yeah.
Right. Anyways, back to watching the World Baseball Classic with my dear friend James Hanna, and I said to him, I go, he might go deep here like that, and then.
Harper. Yeah, well, that was the only spark they had all night. Was that?
But back to he was so dialed in. If you watch that at bat, he was so dialed in.
Yeah.
And that swing, I watched that swing probably 15 times.
Beautiful,
gorgeous,
beautiful.
Gorgeous swing. I mean, honestly, those are the swings I want to send to my little leaguers and show my son. Like that is a beautiful swing. Of course,
let me play one of the kids. I'll play the role of one of your players right now. Hey, coach, I'd swing like that, but the drip on my elbow, hands, wrists, and knees won't allow me that kind of body movement. So, and the drip is more important than results. So I can't swing like Bryce Harper. I got too much drip on, coach. Yeah.
We're kind of anti-drip on the Giants. We're more like, let's show up and show out, Paulie. But,
totally.
Right.
Totally.
But I was really impressed with Harper in that swing. And I also loved that he got into the spirit of the WBC and did a huge bat flip, tossed it super high. I don't know if you noticed that. And then got into an extra long home run trot.
Oh, dude, he was practically walking. I mean, when he was rounded second, I'm like, dude, he's been out there for like 3 minutes already. Dude, it took him forever. Yeah.
But I loved it. It. It's like it's nice to see these players loosen up a little bit and enjoy the game that they work so hard to play. Yeah. Like, dude, baseball is such a hard sport. And I just beat this into the kids that I coach about the whole, the stat of 10 at bats, you get out 7 times, you're considered good. Kids look at me and like, what are you talking about, coach? Like 10 at bats, you get out 7 times. That's not good. And I go, that's my point. That is considered good. You guys expect to get on base every time. Love it. Great. Love it. But not the case. And so anyways, when a guy like Bryce Harper, everybody's thinking it in the ballpark or who's watching the game, he could go deep here. And then he hits a freaking ball. That ball was crushed, dude. It was, by the way, I see Rising Wolf on the chat, and I just a little side note: Rising Wolf's son James Kaufman was our home plate umpire today. Great job by James tonight. I just want to say, James, Rising Wolf, your son did a great job tonight. I have to fill out like an umpire report after each game, and so James, great job. Anyways,
you know what? Haven't we done enough paperwork in our lives? Honestly, when's enough going to be enough? When is enough? I've filled out so many effing forms, and I hate forms, and I hate instructional videos. And dude, when I buy something, if there's instructions in there, I just I don't even look at and I don't know what I'm doing. I should read the instructions. I don't have the patience. I don't have the tolerance. And if you're asking me to return, serve, and fill stuff out, I light it on fire. I can't do that.
I'm the worst, Paulie. The thing that saves me in life is the auto pay. Honestly, like if I can sign up to auto pay, it saves my car insurance, bills, any bills. Just let me sign up for auto pay now. Okay.
Hey, and we got to bring in a special announcement from our buddy Gravy right now. He's straightening out Paulie Mack on a couple of Hanna pieces of information, which I need. I need this. Yeah. I must have said Jack Hanna. What I meant was John Hanna. Thank you, Gravy. John Hanna. Jack Hanna was a zoo guy on Late Night, brother. Really good.
Oh, he's the guy who brings the animals to Letterman.
Yeah, in that like beige suit, he'd have like a freaking hawk on his arm or something. Here, Dave, you hold the eagle or whatever. Yeah, and John Hanna was the Patriots all lineman. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Gravy. That's why we keep you around, man.
Gravy. Speaking of Gravy, hold on real quick. Speaking of Gravy, Paulie, and speaking of Arizona and spring training, we're working on having Dan Coach Emilio and Low Stevie wants to join too in like a Cactus League spring training wrap up next week too, because dude, literally a week from now we will be the season opener will be done. Basically, it's 8/24 right now. The season opener will be done. And Gravy, thank you for being a member for 10 months, brother. Thank you very, very much for the support.
Gravy. Love you, buddy.
But yeah, back to the World Baseball Classic.
Yes, go.
I was really happy for Venezuela. I was really happy for them. They wanted it so bad, and you could see how emotional they were, and them singing their national anthem after. It was really good stuff. I love that tournament so much, man. I love it.
I want to say I want to kind of respond to what you said there. First of all, I totally agree. I think we all saw that. I think we saw the passion of Venezuela, and it looked to me, I'm just being honest, man. It looked to me like their team wanted it more than our team. Like they were dialed in. They had guys standing on the rail at one point. Like those guys were going nuts. And then I felt like, I mean, it was just a different complexion every time they went to our dugout. And that's the last thing. I forget who said this on the broadcast. One of the broadcasters said in the middle of the game, in Venezuela today, they actually closed businesses and schools early so everybody could get home to see the game. And that speaks to the importance of that game in terms of the entire country of Venezuela. And like, I just didn't feel the same. And they had the fans too. Let's be honest. They had way more fans in the yard than the U.S. team did. And I felt the U.S. team was flat. It was like somebody also said, like, this is what a team looks like at the end of a long road trip. They have like no life. There's no spark out there. And again, I walk away from this being really disappointed in Aaron Judge specifically. Like you got to have more from him if he's going to be the guy everybody points to, and you wearing the key. You got Hall of Famers in that dugout, brother. And if you're wearing the C, you want to be a real captain, you got to demonstrate, you got to show up, and you got to give us something as a captain of this team. You have to.
I can't root harder against him. Seriously. I am just I just can't root harder against him. What he did with the Giants, all that nonsense and BS, him and his agent, is just whatever, dude. And no disrespect, Bonnie. Love you, and love that you're a Yankees fan, but Aaron Judge, whatever. And Paulie, I saw something on the chat that I wanted to go. Oh yeah. You said, Arise when he was leading off the ninth inning. I'm like, oh dude, this is bad news for USA. This is bad news for USA because he led off with the walk. And I think I texted you saying that leadoff walk is going to kill them. That leadoff walk is going to kill them. And then they pinch ran, and then they stole second base. And I was like, dude, I love that Arise got that rally started, man. So I cannot wait to watch him every day as a leadoff hitter for the Giants. I'm very excited for him.
I'm going to tell you one last story, and some of you are going to know about this, some of you aren't, but it just demonstrates to me what a team captain, what it should be and what it should mean and what it should look like. And then, Tony, I want to get into a stellar design spot because Dom's got a lot of cool stuff we got to share tonight. So I would say, probably my favorite captain of any team sport that I've ever seen was Mark Messier when he came to the New York Rangers. Let me just walk you through this real quick because this is what a captain does. First of all, Mark Messier played with the Edmonton Oilers. He won, Tony, count them up, 5 Stanley Cups he won with Wayne Gretzky. Here's the best part, though. Gretzky and Messier win 4 cups in a row. Edmonton trades Wayne Gretzky, the unthinkable. They trade him. What does Messier do? He goes, oh, cool, I'll win one without you. Dude, he won another Stanley Cup without Gretzky. So he got 4 with Gretzky. He got 1 without Gretzky. And then, like the miracle of all miracles, the New York Rangers get this guy. He comes to New York with one specific goal and purpose, that is to bring a Stanley Cup to New York. That's it. That's why you're here. He knew it. We knew it. And we knew, like, if it's ever going to happen, it's going to happen with this guy. So here we go. Eastern Conference Finals. They're trailing in the series 3-2. Okay? They lose this game tonight against the New Jersey Devils. They're out. Their season's over. It's the end of the world if you're a Ranger fan. What does Messier do? He's a team captain. That morning, he addresses the media the morning of Game 6. You know what he says? He goes, we'll win tonight. He guaranteed it. He goes, we'll win tonight. Then Messier shows up that night. He scores a freaking hat trick, my friend. A hat trick. 3 goals.
Andrew. Yeah, go ahead.
In an elimination game, he scores 3 goals. They win that game. They win Game 7. They go on to win the Stanley Cup. That is what a captain should be doing. Stuff like that.
Andrew Markoulis, Longbridge Pizza, he's on it. That Trey Anastasio, one of my favorite guitarists of all time. That's his favorite hockey player is Mark Messier. So.
Well, that's why Trey Anastasio is a smart kid. He knows what he's talking about. Yeah. And since you brought him up and the connection to the New York Rangers, are you aware of the fact, Creative Tony, that the New York Rangers are having their first ever fish night tomorrow night at the Garden?
I was not. No, I was not aware of this. This is fantastic.
They put a pic. I didn't know this either, but apparently Anastasio is all about Rangers hockey. He goes to the games. Like he goes all the time. Dude, they put a picture of him up, bro. Anastasio's wearing one of those, like a winter beanie with the pom-pom on top. He's wearing a Ranger hat. And it says, like, tomorrow night, the New York Rangers, the first time ever, we're going to have our first annual fish night. So I think they're giving away like a fish Rangers hat, which I want. I want one of those. So anyway, just throwing that out there. Great call. I didn't know that he was down with Messier, but that makes me like him even more. Yeah.
Big time. Also, and I want to applaud Team USA for World Baseball Classic. Did you see the footage of them wearing the Team USA hockey jerseys as they
I did.
walked?
It
Yeah.
didn't work though. It didn't
I
work.
know, but I thought that was a really cool idea and a cool move. And I'm like, all right, okay, I'm buying in. And then Venezuela, dude, Venezuela, might I refer you to one of the darkest moments in Fast Times at Ridgemont High? You wanted it more than I did.
Oh, dude, you don't. Oh, jeez. And then she's not having it. No, take that back. Take that back. And he does. All right, I take it back.
Take it back.
He's all pumped. Okay, I'll take it back.
It was the worst thing. You wanted it more than I did. I'm like, no, Damone, don't do that. Don't go there.
Well, you know what happens there? He's got to pay. Now it's time to pay the fiddler.
Yes.
Phoebe Kate slaps a little prick on his ass right on the car. He's got to put the cardboard up. Yeah, he's got to tapes the cardboard. Little prick. And I got to be honest, I got to side with Phoebe Cates on this one. He was acting like a little prick at that point.
Here's some Fast Times trivia, Paulie. Was that a Ford? Was that a Pinto or a Comet?
Hold on, slow your roll. Slow your freaking roll now. Are we sure that's not a now I think it might be a gremlin, dude.
Oh wow, it might be a
freaking gremlin. Yeah, Noemi's saying gremlin. I think dude, a gremlin, Holmes, which is perfect. A gremlin. Yeah, I got my gremlin right over here, dude. A gremlin. Can you bring up a picture of a gremlin, please?
Yeah,
Show
I'm looking for it right now, dude. Do you want it with the cardboard on it or without the cardboard?
Your call. Whichever.
Oh man, so good. Where is this thing? Hold on.
Gremlin. Yeah,
dude. Right. Okay, I can give you this. Stand by, Paul.
Okay, bring it on. I can't wait. Bring it on.
Well, hang on. Let me just dude, Damone. Jesus. Okay. Stand by. Yeah, I gotta load this real quick.
That's all right. It's gonna be worth the wait. It's gonna be worth the wait.
100%. Stand by. We got Phoebe Cates on the phone to start the scene. Okay. And if
she's not having it. Phoebe's not having it right now. She's pissed. Yeah.
Best. Here we go.
What did you tell him? Linda, he didn't show up. That little prick. I called his house. And his mother told me that he was in the garage helping his father. Well, Mike Damone's a no-brain little prick, Stacy.
Dude.
I'm not going to let him get away with this.
Nope.
Please don't do anything.
Here we go.
Like the guy. Stacy, he's not a guy. He's a little prick.
Oh.
Yep. Here we go.
There we go.
Yeah. Look at where he's living, by the way. The power lines in the back. Look at that. It's like the substation right there. He's got a substation in his backyard. Yeah. That's it. Hey, listen. Nobody said it was going to be easy. You know.
That's a comment? Yeah. That's it. Look at the face, by the way. So that it is a gremlin. It is a gremlin.
It's got the ski rack on top just in case. You know what I mean?
Oh my God! Look at that car. Look at that.
I would, dude. We got to get you one of these. We got to start a group fundraiser. I want Tony to drive around in a freaking gremlin, like the
with the white walls, man. With the white walls. My
God. And you know what? It probably cost like $5 to fill it with gas back then too. Yeah.
Dude, unbelievable.
Tremendous.
All right, sorry, I just took us off the rails. My apologies.
It's nothing to be sorry about, man. This is what we do. What do you got?
Before we get to anything else, numerology. I want to give respect to yesterday's show and today's show because we did not do yesterday. Yesterday was episode 284. Today is episode 285. 84. You know who we have to honor. Okay, you know who we have to honor.
Brandon Lloyd.
Yeah. Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah. Brandon Lloyd, all the greats. Now I know Brent Jones, of course. Yes.
Brent Jones. And then tonight, 285. Of course, we got George Kittle. Of course.
Well, I'm jumping right over George Kittle, and I'm going to shout out another tight end, lest he not be forgotten. Shout out Ted Popson. Okay.
Well, also Greg Clark. Was Greg Clark 85 as well?
Definitely, and he was good too. I wish we had Greg Clark right now. That kid can play. Greg Clark, you got Popson, and were there any other 85s, you guys? Black 85, nice. Bob Weir.
We had this discussion before. Brandon Lloyd was 85, and then he was 84 in his second stint on the Niners. So that's another 85. The way Kittle represents 85 nowadays, I'm all about it. Kittle, I just hope that comes back healthy. The Niners make me nervous, man. They make me nervous. That's all.
Let me ask you a question. This is just Niner fans talking. Niner.
Vernon Davis too. Sorry, Vernon Davis was 85 too. Thank you, Rising Wolf. Thank you,
Nutter. Patty too.
Rising Wolf. Yeah, and Patty. Thank
Patty came in with that too. Let me ask you this, Tony, real quick. Niner fan to Niner fan. If you could have the 2011 version of Vernon Davis. I'm pretty sure that was the year he had like his best year ever. He was like unleashed in 2011. That's the year they went to the NFC Championship, lost to the Giants. Would you rather have that year of Vernon Davis or George Kittle at his best?
Oh, that's a tough one, man. I'll probably go Kittle because of the run blocking, man, and the way that Kittle pancakes people. But that's really, I mean, that is neck and neck, man. And do not sleep on the tight end prowess of Delaney Walker on the Raiders too. I mean, he was a badass tight end as well. I just love hey, Kyle, I know you listen to our show every night, after the kids go to bed. Dude, 2 tight end sets this coming year.
Let's go. Let's go. I love the 2 tight end set. We really haven't seen it since Delaney and Vernon. Yeah.
Right. That's what made me think of it. And by the way, Big Alan Chico, dude, he just nailed it with Mike Wilson. Don't forget Mike Wilson, 85 as well.
See, this is interesting. This is why I throw stuff like this out there. Here's a name I don't think I've seen before, but I love it. Banana in a Tailpipe. Welcome, dude. Banana in a Tailpipe. He raises an interesting point. He says, Vernon Davis played better in big games.
Oh, well, you can't argue that.
I got to tell you, man, the last Super Bowl the Niners played in and lost, George Kittle, I think he had 1 reception in that game. I'm not going to blame him necessarily. It's probably a Kyle thing. He drew up all these different plays, a lot of blocking, but still, he was a non-factor in that game. And that is a good point, Banana in a Tailpipe. Right. That Vernon Davis did play well in big games. No, that's a good point. Yeah,
it's a great point, Paulie. And can I honor a couple of other supers that joined the show earlier? And to my it's my fault. I apologize. I'm just juggling a few different things here, but I want to give love and respect where it's due. So stand by, Paulie.
Oh yeah, it's business time.
And you know what? On the night flight, we gotta do both, Paulie, on the night flight because we have fun and get a little more loot. There we go. All right. And Miriam, right? Miriam started out of the gates to start the show earlier. Miriam is a super sticker. Miriam, thank you. Thank you for all your support. And Miriam she's the one that always requests Particle Land, right? Isn't
Yes.
Yes. So maybe we end the show with Particle Land tonight. I'm going to make a note of that actually. And then also Steve Groschel, our buddy Grosch, musical assignment Grosch, he says shrinkage. Like a frightened turtle.
I said, Elaine goes, it shrinks? I don't know how you guys walk around with those things. And then Jerry's like a frightened turtle. Yeah. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? We all have our crosses to bear. Yeah.
Dude, it's just sometimes when I can't sleep, I'll watch an episode of Seinfeld. The other night they came on with the bad shower pressure episode where
with the
Kramer,
hair. George has the hair, like the flat hair. It's amazing.
Dude, and then Newman knows somebody in the back streets that sells shower heads out of a van, dude. So they're getting like heisted hot shower heads.
Kramer winds up buying that shower head that they use for elephants at the zoo, and it like knocks him off his feet and stuff. Yeah. Rising Wolf, I'm with you on Particle Man. Who was that? Ween? One of those like nerdy bands or Weezer. I remember the song Particle Man. Tell me who that was. I forget. I remember the track. Okay. Peralta Arts and Company, Tony, the time has come. Yes. Time has come today. It's time to talk about Peralta Arts and Company. He's got a bunch of visuals he would like you to share tonight. They might be giants. Thank you, Rising Wolf. That's it right there. Thank you.
Wow.
Karen Bell, too. They might be giants. Awesome.
Wow.
Guys, Peralta Arts and Company, you know the deal. We've talked about them. This is where graphic design, illustration, music, and pop culture all collide. We got updates and reminders all over the place. Let's start with this one. This is on Dom's spot. Friday, March 20th, 2026, Paulie Mac and friends. That would be me. We have some of our friends in the audience tonight. I look forward to playing with Jeff Faust again. It'd be the first time I've ever played non-Allman Brothers music with Jeff Faust. It'd be the first time we're playing Grateful Dead together. I usually sit in with his band, the Freestone Peaches, which is an amazing experience. Go see them anytime you get a chance. But we're going to bring them up and play a little Grateful Dead on Friday. So, please do come on down, guys. I would love to see as many of you as possible. That is going to be a good time. What are you putting up first, T? Just so I know. Oh, there's a poster. Awesome. And I love the Bob Weir tribute, the roses. It's all there. We are going to have a good time. First set, we're mixing it up. Second set, all Grateful Dead. Mostly Bob Weir songs, too. Like 85-90% Bobby tunes with a couple of Jerry's thrown in.
Are you going Bombs Away? You're going to do a Bombs Away, Paulie?
You'll have to show up to find out. I can't. I'm not revealing any secret of bombs away. Tony, on to another big event here at the PMP Familia. Opening day, folks. It's a week from tonight. We are excited about this. We're looking forward to hanging out with you guys. Nice.
Look
Dude,
at that. That's what
I
Dom's
haven't.
working on. Yeah, that's what he's working on for the opening day poster. Look at that thing.
I tell you what, with this kid, Dom is a talented mofo, man. That is a really, really slick, badass poster, Dom. I like that a lot. Very nice.
Well, that's Longbridge Pizza, by the way, in the bottom right in the forefront. And then obviously
I see it. No, I see it. You know what would have been?
He's got the smokestack back there, and it's freaking so covering all the bases, Dom.
Any chance we can? I'm only kidding when I say this, Tom, but any chance you could work on a likeness of Big John just walking down the street by Longbridge? No, I'm just kidding, bro. It's fantastic. It's a really killer poster. That thing is almost done. It's in progress, but it's almost done. That's just kind of a new merch preview. And then finally, Tony, let's talk about Sour Flower. This is my buddy Raph's band. Remember Raph?
Yes, Raph.
Hey,
Dude, yes,
hey,
Raph.
Hey, Raph. Get me a glass of ice water, Raph. Like, Raph is the guy. I'm a big Raph. Is he still over there, by the way?
I was just wondering that the other day because I saw him post something on Instagram. One of the nicest dudes you'll ever meet, and badass bass player. That's him with the Giants hat in the poster that Dom created for their gig coming up at the Jam Cellars. But I don't know if he's still there, Paulie. But that's literally Marty's right-hand man for, gosh.
Hey, Raph, go get me some Kung Pao chicken and some pot stickers. Chop, chop. Anyway, that's Marty. I stand with Raph on that one every 10 times out of 10. Anyway, Raph's band, again, they're called Sour Flower. Love to support the local music scene. In fact, as the great Ralph Barbieri used to say, speaking parenthetically, I want to mention something else. I actually want to say parenthetically that we are in the progress. We're working on a lot of new features for the show. Believe it or not, it's super busy behind the scenes. You guys ready for this? We actually have to wrap kind of early tonight. Tony and I have to get up early because, ready? We have a meeting with a dude in Spain, okay? We're meeting with a guy in Spain, I swear to God, all in the name of improving the show. But one of the other new features we're working on right now is with the aforementioned Jeff Faust of the Freestone Peaches. He and I and Tony and Dom have been having meetings about bringing a new feature to the show, which spotlights the local music calendar. So, like, whether it's my gig or Raph's gig with Sour Flower, Freestone Peaches, Stone Foxes, because we have a lot of friends in bands and we're in bands too. And like, we miss the days of opening up the Pink section and seeing like 50 million gigs, or getting the getting BAM magazine when you're coming out of the record store. You open it up, there's all these gigs. There's really nothing like that anymore. And it was Jeff Faust's idea, and we're working on it right now. So hopefully in a week or two, we'll be close to unveiling that. And look forward to that. That's going to be a neat feature. Maybe we'll do it on Friday, set up the weekend, stuff like that. But that was Fausti's idea. It's a great idea. We're shaping it up right now. So anyway, that was my parenthetical thought. Back to Peralta Arts and Company. Listen, like we always say, the broad shirt. Tony, tell them about this real quick.
So this is Dom. Dom created this logo, and he is in the process of getting the Broads of PMP t-shirts made, along with Grateful t-shirts with the Grateful logo that I have in the backdrop of the show at Longbridge Pizza, and also some more PMP Army shirts as well. So there's a t-shirt drop that should be ready for anybody who comes to Standard Deviant on next Wednesday, and then also they'll be available online too on our merch page on YouTube as well, Paulie, because that's the Broads of PMP. The Grateful shirt, which is going to have the Grateful logo on the front, and then the Polymag Particles logo on the back. It's going to be a great shirt as well. So
look at the reactions too. Miriam, I love that shirt. Noemi, I can't wait for my Broad shirt. Nikki DiFrancesco with one of the greatest mugs of all time. More shirts! Exclam. Well, and guys, I'm telling you, if you've ever watched the show and you're like, God, I would love to support Dom. How do I give Dom some love? Buy some of his merch. That'll directly help Dom out, and everything he does at Peralta Arts and Stellar Design in the name of the PMP show. So if you want to help out Dom, definitely buy some merch and give Dom some love. And again, always remember, when it comes to Peralta Arts or Stellar Design, your story deserves bold visuals. Peralta Arts and Company will bring them to life with Bay Area soul. So contact Peralta Arts. That's our good friend Dom. Dommy on the streets, and he will bring your next vision to life. Email him at Dominic@stellar.com. gigantes.design.com or shoot them a text or phone call 650-976-3144, 650-796-3144. Thank you, Dom, and thank you, Peralta Arts. The gear looks great. The broad shirt is awesome. The PMP opening day poster looks awesome, and the poster you did for my gig on Friday is just killer. Oh, okay, sorry. See, there's all this housekeeping stuff. One more thing about this week in the schedule. Oh, wait, I'm getting confused. Sorry, hold on.
I love it. I love it. You're on fire. You're on fire.
Not this. I'm trying to remember what we're trying to do here. You know what? Scrap
for Friday? Are you talking about Friday?
Yeah.
Next Friday. That's next Friday.
Okay, and walk us through what's going on again. It's opening day, so we're going to move the show up an hour, I think.
We were discussing doing an 11 a.m. show instead of a high noon show because Giants' first pitch, I think, is 1:35 on Friday.
Yeah.
So, that's something that we're pondering and we'll most likely do. And just that way whoever is going to the game can get out to the yard. And then otherwise you can check in with us before you just carry on with your day and get ready for Giants baseball at 1:35.
Yeah. So that's just something I got confused, as I have been known to do. That is next week.
Right here, dude. Me too, bro.
We'll talk more about that. All right, Tony, unless you have, and the Warriors in Boston, maybe the less said about that, the better. They got their heads handed to them tonight, 120-99. Tony, It's getting bad out there. You know, the Warriors, just a quick word on them, and then we can get into, I want to play right or wrong with you. But the Warriors.
I have mailbag, Paulie, too. Mailbag is something I promised we would get to do tonight, and I wanted to show a few things in mailbag before the end of the show.
No problem. We can map it out. It's going to be easy. We'll go word on the Warriors. We will do the right or wrong game. Then we can do a Dan Coach Emilio spot. Then we can do your mailbag, and then we'll do a long bridge, and we can wrap it up. We'll just get into
what game did you say? What was the name of the game?
Right or wrong.
Right or wrong.
100%.
Yes.
Tony doesn't know this yet, folks. Watch this. Watch his reaction. Let's see what happens. Tony doesn't know this. He's about to find out. So, Tony, and this is how we work. That you're seeing it now. You want to look behind the curtain? Here's what it looks like. And it's not that glamorous, folks, believe me. But I have an idea, and Tony, I'm about to task you with with building an opening song for Right or Wrong. So it's going to be really good. I found two songs. One of the songs, I'm not going to tell you what they are yet. I want it to be a surprise. But one of the songs is this guy talking about how he's always wrong. And then the other song is a pretty famous song, actually, about a guy who's saying that he's right about everything. So I'm going to ask you to combine 10 seconds of both tunes to make it open with Pacino, and it'll be badass. Yeah.
I thought you just wanted to do Billy Joel. You may be wrong, but you may be right.
You know what I'm saying?
You may be wrong, but you may be right.
Hey! Yeah, dude, you may be right. I may be crazy. Tony, it might be a lunatic.
This may be a lunatic that you're looking for.
Turn out the light.
Don't try to save me.
Don't try to say, okay, I won't. I'm going to close the door. I'm out of here. You got it, Bill. All right, whatever you say, Bill. Oh, by the way, I shouldn't be riffing on Bill. I think he's having some health problems. I don't hate him or anything. I just enjoy riffing on him. Like Scarlet Fire, my ears are bleeding. I hear you. Sorry. Okay, so Tony, what do you want to do? We're going to go right to right or wrong?
I love your idea about an open for this too, and and also Paulie and I were thinking about doing a Tony's top 3 tonight, but no, we're not going to because tomorrow we have a guest Tony's top 3 host, Aaron Kask, coming on the show tomorrow. You won't want to miss it. He's got his own top 3 planned, and we don't know what it's going to be. That's the best part. We have no idea what it's going to be. And he said he had a short one or a longer one with better content. I'm like, dude, better content. Of course, let's go better content. But I think Dom suggested this, saying, how about giving honorable mention top 3, like a quick run through of his other top 3. So we got Aaron Kask joining us tomorrow for Tony's top 3. Paulie, commence forth.
Okay, so give me another Pacino. Let's slide into right or wrong, but set it up properly with Big Al.
Oh, you wanted? Well, hold on about this.
So say good night to the bad guy.
That's for Aaron Judge, okay, Paulie? And then this is also for Aaron Judge, okay? That's for Aaron Judge as well. And then you want to do some right or wrong? Is that what you said, Paulie?
Right or wrong?
There we go.
Right. I command this family, right or wrong. I'll tell you the truth. I'll take Pacino anytime. Give me the young Pacino. Give me the old, any Al Pacino. I'm generally going to be interested. Yeah. So
remember the rapper? Wasn't there a rapper named Alpa? And then as the first name and last name Chino? I want to say that there was a rapper named Alpa Chino.
Help us
I'm
out, you guys. I can't confirm that. I don't know. By the way, dude. Oh, speaking of rappers, do we have time tonight? Okay. Dog Day Afternoon.
Oh, no.
Totally. What?
Oh wow, sorry, dude. That was Tropic Thunder. That was Tropic Thunder.
That's what I freaking thought, dude. Oh my god.
Sorry.
He was the gay rapper who was supposed to be like a lady killer, but he was really gay. They admit that later in the movie. Al Pacino and Tropic Thunder, dude.
Oh, sorry.
Incredible call. All right.
Okay.
Tony, right or wrong? Here's how we play the game. I set you up with a scenario. I kind of pose a question, and I just ask a simple question. Is that right or wrong? So let's see your reactions. Tony, let's begin.
If we begin, probably then.
Right or wrong?
There we go.
Thank you. Perfect. Okay, Tony, right or wrong? We, meaning myself, you, the entire PNP family, baseball fans, I would say actually baseball fans all over the United States of America, we were all wrong to assume that Team USA would just kind of waltz into the World Baseball Classic and be favored to win it all. So were we wrong to assume USA was the favorite and we would go in there and handle our business and win the wrong thing? Assuming that, Tony, were we right or wrong?
Right or wrong?
You were wrong to assume anything about Team USA in the World Baseball Classic because of the likes of the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico and Venezuela.
Team Italy beat them. The Paisans beat them, for God's sake.
Italy, yes. No, that's what's so good about that World Baseball Classic. I would love it to see. It's good that it's every 3 years because then it never loses its panache. But probably wrong to make that assumption.
But shouldn't we theoretically be favorites? I mean, it's our sport, it's our game, it's our so-called national pastime. I mean, like the best players in the world, they still come to the United States to play in MLB. That's the peak, the peak of the sport is played in Major League Baseball. Shouldn't we expect us to be able to win the title, or is that just archaic thinking now, honestly?
Well, yeah, I think it's archaic thinking because it's an international game now, and so many international players play in MLB. And like somebody sent me a workout video. It might have been Robot Center or the workout video or Escobar of workout video of how the Puerto or Venezuelan or Dominican catchers train.
Yeah.
And they were on tires, old 4-wheel drive tires, holding like a weight and like shifting with the weight in a catcher's crouch. Wow. It was badass, man. The way these kids want it so bad. It's an international game, and I'm all for it, Paulie. So wrong to make that assumption moving forward. Team USA, hey, it's a slice of humble pie that I think was much needed, honestly, for Team USA.
Yeah, well, we're getting a lot of humble pie. Japan beat us last time. Venezuela beats us this time. I mean, maybe the Americas, maybe we shouldn't expect it anymore, as you just kind of outlined in detail.
Right. Okay. Like I said, now we get Arise leading off for the Giants coming next Wednesday or this coming Wednesday.
Man.
Cannot freaking wait.
Let's play ball. I can't wait, too. I can't wait. Okay, final round of right or wrong tonight, Tony. Minor League Baseball is going to be incorporating robo-umps this year. They're going to start dabbling with robo-umps to see like if it improves the game, if it helps the game. So my statement is this. Robo-umps, should they ever find their way into Major League Baseball, will be a great thing for Major League Baseball. Robo-umps will eventually become a great thing and improve the product of Major League Baseball. Right or wrong, Tony?
Right or wrong?
Wrong, Paulie. Wrong.
Okay.
It will not improve the game. It'll slow the game down. So they're going to do the ABS, in 2020, in this season, they're going to do the automated ball strike challenge system for this season.
Yep.
And I feel like if there is going to be a compromise using technology, I think that's the compromise where you get a choice and you get a certain amount of choices, options to challenge a strike call. But to just have robo umps and taking the umpires off the field and out of the games, it would be awful.
There are people out there, these holier than now, like nerds with their freaking calculators, all the analytics fans, everybody uniformly across the comments line. No, wrong. It's all wrongs as far as the eye can see. You do know this younger generation, they think they invented the game. They think we have no idea what we're talking about. They think you should never judge a game based on gut. Talked to Bruce Bochy about that, got him 3 rings, kids. But what would you say to those kids, like the younger generation? You got to have robo-umps to get it right, Dad. You know, all that kind of stuff. Honestly, how do you react to that mentality?
That's not reality, but we are creating our own demise as a human race with AI and robotics and just taking jobs away and doing things for humans everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to be so depressing, but it really is. AI scares the living crap out of me, Paulie. So does all this robotic talk and all the technology. Like technology, cut the crap. If you want to talk about cut the crap, like
we need to get around. We need an installment to cut the crap. Maybe we get one in this week. That's your baby. You come at me with a cut the crap. I'll be ready. Yeah,
totally cut the crap because I like human error. Perdomo with a great 3-2 take the other night, right? That 3-2 take against Mason Miller. But the umpire made a mistake. Yes, but that's part of the game. Trying to get it perfect. Perfection is not reality. Like, why are we trying to be perfect? Imperfection is wonderful. Dude, the Grateful Dead, Fish, Widespread Panic, all these hippie jam bands, they have made a living off of imperfection and showing how they are human and taking a ride with the fans and saying, allow us to be imperfect and we will reward you. If you allow us to make mistakes, we'll learn from our mistakes. And we'll, like, some of the best Fish shows I've ever seen, Paulie, is when they make a gaffe in the first set, like they screw something up lyrically or whatever, you could hear wrong chords played or something, and then they talk about it at set break, and then the second set is just a freaking monster because of, you know, I don't know, learning from their mistakes. I can't do the perfection thing, dude. And what are we trying to do? I don't understand what we're trying to do.
Shout out the Tony. Shout out the '80s film with Jamie Lee Curtis and John Travolta. Perfect. Don't know if you remember that one. She was like an aerobics instructor. He was like a writer for Rolling Stone. Do you remember that? Perfect. Do you remember?
Dude, and by the way, can I just give love to Karen Bell? Sorry, Paulie. Karen Bell saying, finding those spaces between the imperfection, that is the magic.
Boy,
boom.
Well said, Karen Bell. Well said. Are you a musician, Karen Bell? Because I was spoken like a musician, actually. That's pretty impressive. Tony, is there any chance you could do me a favor as your soul brother and as your longtime friend? I have a request, and I'm going to see if you can deliver the goods. Can you find me just some video footage? Just enter this in a search. Say, perfect John Travolta, Jamie Lee Curtis aerobic scene. If there's a chance you could get that up there, I think the group would be better off for that on a Wednesday night. It's dude, you got Travolta wearing Daisy Dukes. You got, okay, give us a little. Yeah, I don't expect this to happen, but it happens. Robot Central knows what I'm talking about. He's saying, yes, let's go. Yeah.
This is gold.
I know it is. Gold. No, that's why I know it's gold. Let's do this.
And shout out to the career of Jamie Lee Curtis, by the way, who's fantastic in the Bear.
You're talking basically about the president of her fan club right here. I'm a Jamie Lee head.
All right, are we ready here?
I'm beyond ready. This is.
All right, here we go. I don't know if this will work.
Made of stone.
Here we go.
When I hear the music, close my eyes, feel the rhythm.
Look at him, see.
Wrap around, take a hold of my heart. What a feeling.
Man,
hold on, dude.
I know it's tricky.
I mean,
the tricky format. See, look at him.
It's just freaking.
It's not about Jamie Lee. It's actually about Travolta here. Look at him, dude.
Oh, I lose it if I enlarge it. It goes too large. So
it's okay. You guys get the idea. Yes, Losty. Jamie Lee Curtis did make short hair work. I second, third, and fourth that. I got you back forever on that. Yeah, Jamie, I love Jamie Lee.
Great call.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you for indulging me. Okay. If you were to say to me, Tony, just stay with me on this. If you were to come up to me and say, hey, Paulie, I really wish we knew somebody who could help us with like financial decisions or organizing our money or protecting our money. I really wish we knew somebody like that. You know what I would say to you? I would say, Tony, cut the crap. We do know a guy like that. Yeah. His name is Dan Coach Emilio. You see what I'm doing? Dan Coach Emilio, everybody.
Danny C. We love Danny C. Go, Paulie.
Danny C, man. Danny C's getting it done. That's what he's doing. He's out here getting it done with securemoney.com. This is our new friend and new sponsor who has been helping individuals for over 25 years and helping people to continually meet people that have been misinformed and sometimes even taken advantage of. Dan is passionate about his work. He wants to provide clients with the best possible service and ultimately the best possible results. And Dan's mission with securemoney.com and the focus behind all the work that he does is safety and protection. Those are the two key elements of what Dan's trying to achieve with his customers and his clients. Safety and protection, meaning Dan, Coach Emilio, Danny C, he is committed to, and he has the expertise and experience to give you this, helping you, one, never lose money. The money that comes in, once you cover all your bills, what do you do with what's left? Do you go out and blow it or do you put it away? Dan's going to help you grow that money, not only protect it, but he's going to help you grow money. He's also going to assist you with opportunities, things you would never know about unless you had a guy like Dan on your side, feeding you great information, knowing where the opportunities are, knowing when they're coming, how much money to allocate to any given opportunity. The idea here is Dan is going to help you with your financial life. He's going to grow your money and protect what you already have. He can maximize your income, something we all, I think, need some help on. And then come tax time, which we're all wrestling with right now. And by the way, tax man, double guns, man. Leave us alone. You know what I mean? Leave us alone. What are we doing? We're just trying to get by over here. In any case, he's going to help you maximize your income, pay fewer taxes. And then these are the big things you got to check off on your adult list of responsibilities. Tony, retirement planning, life insurance, IRA planning, estate planning, 401k rollover. Dan is also an ally and close friend of Carlos De La Fuente. Those are our two money guys, and they're both experts. They both work in tandem. They talk to each other. So just know if it would make you more comfortable, if you're thinking about talking to Dan, you're like, I don't know Dan. Talk to Los about him. Reach out and call Carlos and say, hey, tell me about Dan, Coach Emilio. Tell me about the work that he does. Carlos will fill you in, man. These guys are rock solid. They're old school Bay Area guys, and they're here to help all of us out. So if you want to have that initial conversation with Dan, or you already have specific jobs for Dan, like Dan, protect my money. Dan, help me grow my money. Dan, I need a life insurance policy, whatever it might be. Just reach out and call him. He's an easy guy to talk to. Huge baseball fan. Like Tony said, we're going to get him on the show next week, do a little season preview because he caught a lot of spring training this year. So we'll do like our final scouting report with Dan, Coach Emilio next week. But business-wise, securemoney.com is the website. Visit it, see what he offers, check him out, read up on Dan, the kind of guy that he is. I'm here to vouch for him. I'm telling you, he's a great dude. Call him at 1-888-960-SAFE, 1-888-960-SAFE. Tony, you can also email Dan at dan@securemoney.com. Still unsure if we're going to see Dan opening night. I hope so next Wednesday, but it's undecided. Either way, great dude, great partner, great friend, and a great supporter of the show. Thank you, Dan, Coach Emilio. Thank you, securemoney.com, Tony.
Paul, you just nailed it. And like you just said, it's tax time. And Dan has been known to help his clients reduce their taxes by $10,000 to $40,000 annually. So save thousands by simplifying your insurance and financial setup. He says right here, he's realized that most people don't need a more complicated financial plan. They need one that works. And Dan wants to give straightforward advice for people who work hard and want real results. Get in touch with Dan. Drop a line, email him, dan@securemoney.com, or give him a call, 888-960-7233, 888-960-SAFE. Go to securemoney.com as well. And also talk ball with Dan as well. And I really hope we can work out a day to get him on the show next week because I'd love to do a Cactus League spring training wrap up with Dan. And give him a call, though. And seriously, especially this time of year, tax man, he can take good care of you and make sure that you are in good hands with Dan, Coach Emilio Pauly.
Thank you, Dan. Thanks for all you do, buddy, and look forward to seeing you on the show next week. The Jamie Lee Curtis thread is alive and well, Tony, in the comments line. Rags is going, guys, don't forget, for the love of God, don't forget Jamie Lee Curtis in True Lies. When she does that dance for Schwarzenegger and stuff. I mean, come on. What are you going to – Rags, you might remember when I was a kid, when I was a punk kid in New Jersey, I had a Jamie Lee Curtis poster on my wall in my bedroom. Like, I was a bona fide fan of Jamie Lee. Dude, how about Halloween, dude? She's like the damsel in distress in the lead female in Halloween as a young kid. And yeah, Trading Places, another great one. Anyway, I'm always happy to talk Jamie Lee Curtis anytime. Just bring her up and I'll take it from there, man.
Hell yeah, dude. Incredible. I mean, she was in Halloween, man. Like the first Halloween. Like, come on. Like one of the greatest horror movies of all time. And no no violence really, or no gore, I should say. In
Dude,
Halloween. It's all suspense.
Karen Bell is coming in with some, I mean, very relevant information. She's going, guys, how about her role on The Bear, dude?
Yeah,
Jeremy.
Totally, dude. The Feast of Seven Fishes. That episode is out of control.
You know,
she's amazing.
She's such a train wreck, dude. She can't dude, look around that kitchen next time you see that episode. It's like a bomb went off, dude. There's like sauce on the ceiling. There's stuff everywhere. Yeah. Dude, the Feast of the Seven Fishes, dude.
Oh,
incredible. If people out there aren't watching The Bear, I recommend it. I really do. It's a really good show. And you're right, Karen, I forgot about that. Jamie Lee, she's really good. And you know what's great about that is she is as far from her usual attractive self in this thing. Like, dude, she's chain smoking butts. She's drunk. She's all messed up looking, but it doesn't matter. Who cares? But I'm just saying, like, good for her for altering her appearance that much, because she looks rough in that show, but she's so good. And
so good.
Great call, man. Great call. All right,
Paulie, this is where we entered the bookmarks, the mailbag portion of the show.
Okay.
Before we love to Longbridge Pizza, because there's people have sent in some cool stuff.
Yeah.
And if you don't mind indulging me, first of all, I want to see if I can load. Marcel sent a cool video from Arizona, dude, and it's spreading the PMP vibe in Arizona. Let me see if I can load this this video. There it is. Yeah, here we go. Stand by, Paulie. Marcel sent this into pauliespod@gmail.com. If you ever want to email us, just send whatever pictures, videos, or just emails to pauliespod@gmail.com. And I'm hoping this will load here in a second, because the loading of a video that you download is a little bit slower. There we go.
PMP Army.
Nice.
See, that's in Sedona, Paulie. That is in Sedona, Arizona. Marcel doing that one more time.
One time for the Army. PMP Army.
Nice.
How great is that, man?
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I love that. I love it. It's
great wall of stickers, by the way.
I like
Marcel,
what he said. I like the narration too. One time for the Army. One time for the Army, dude. 100% Army. Get the fist up for the PMP Army. That's you guys, man. Freaking love you guys.
Now, I don't know if you're ready for this, Paulie, but Marcel, thank you for that, for starting that. I'm going to basically take us to Central Oregon.
Okay.
And to the Sweet Mad Hatter's neck of the woods.
Okay.
And just great news from Central Oregon near Eugene, where the magic box is done. The magic box has been completed.
Oh, okay. Oh, for the love of God. Oh, what I would do. What I would do. Oh my God. Oh, Sweet Mad Hatter. It's beautiful. I'm starting to drool.
And he says the smell in a message. Pineapple Express tastes like effing pineapple, even. So
I love that, Tony. Remember that stuff we had at Angels Camp, like Tangelo or whatever that stuff was called? It tasted like tangerine. I've been searching for that stuff ever since. Yeah, I love a good tasting bud. We should have. By the way, when's the first dispensary going to step up and become a sponsor of the show? We are built for that, man. If anybody out there knows any good dispensaries that need some help, we're here for them. Believe me, they'd be in good hands with us. But yeah, that looks great. Congratulations, Sweet Mad Hatter. You enjoy. I hope you're twisting one up right now, my brother.
Dude, that is a great call.
Sourdough Sal, that's a nice sack. No question. It's a great looking sack.
Look at this. 415 West. 415 West, who's part of the PMP Familia. He went to Blue Oak Brewery and sent this in. If I can share this, stand by, Paulie. This is a lot of fun too. Look at what he did at the Blue Oak Brewery here in San Carlos. Great spot, and he took care of business to make sure that we're represented.
Nice.
When, when you're taking care of yourself in the baño. So I love the dude. Dom and I were talking about it. One of the greatest places to smack stickers or event info or show info is above the urinals at any arena or venue, because that's where people are just standing there looking around. You know what I mean?
Well, there are some places I've seen this in Scottsdale actually quite a bit. They used to put up, it might have been at Don and Charlie's, I forget where, but there was a couple of places in Scottsdale where they would put the sports page above the urinals. So dudes would just be sitting there peeing and reading the sports page. Because ladies, if you want to see a collection of guys that have no idea what to say to one another, you should put a hidden camera in a bathroom sometime, because it's just dudes lined up that don't know each other. Everyone's feeling a little awkward and everyone's looking straight ahead. It's like the most comical thing. The ladies would love that, just for comedic purposes. Who is this little cute honey bunch right here? Who is this?
Polly, I'm sorry I'm blanking on her name. So Andrew, if you're still on the chat, please let us know. This is Andrew Markoulis's baby girl down at Scottsdale Stadium last weekend.
Dude, she is gorgeous. Yeah. Look at that
great
face.
Shot. Yeah, great shot.
Hey, my compliments. Zoe. Her name is Zoe.
Nice.
She's eating right now. Nice, Andrew. Compliments. She's gorgeous, man. Look at that happy baby. That's the great. Nice. Look at that crew. Fantastic.
There's the Markoulis crew checking in from Scottsdale, Arizona, Scottsdale Stadium. Couple more, Paulie, I just wanted to share. Let me get into the mailbag. We have a mailbag folder I try to do. Oh, here's Andrew and Leah in Tahoe. Look at the condition of the runs, by the way. There's no snow. Oh, actually, there's still some snow. But there's Leah, Humdinger 87, and Andrew checking in from the mountains.
Fantastic.
And, beautiful day. Beautiful day.
Leah's serious about her snow, man. She really gets up. She's real. I think I got to remind myself how hardcore she is. Is she a skier or a snowboarder?
Snowboarder. She's a boarder. Yeah, she's
nice.
a boarder. Yeah,
nice.
She's not a two-planker, Polly. Good shot by there. And then let me guess. There's one. Oh, Pine Needle sent this in. Pine Needle sent this in. This is great. He says, I want you to know my phone. My phone was in my hand listening to the PMP show everywhere I go. Here they are from St. Patrick's Day.
Oh,
a good shot, huh? Isn't that a good shot?
Fan-freaking-tastic.
I believe Pine Needle will be in attendance at Standard Deviant on Wednesday, so we'll see Pine.
Mr. Needle, Mr. and Mrs. Needle are looking good, nice and Irishy in the spirit of that was yesterday, right? Yeah, boy, been a crazy week. Tony and I were in meetings again all day today, but yeah, that's awesome, Pine Needle. You guys look great. Cheers. I hope everybody had a nice St. Patty's Day. Hopefully, you didn't overdo it too much, but It was a good spirit in the air yesterday for St. Patty's Day. Those guys look great. You got any more, Tone?
There was one other one that Dom Peralta made this, and I can't find it. He did a Tony. There it is. There it is right here. He made a picture of. That's not it. I apologize. Oh well, I'll stop sharing because that can just get lost in emails. But he made a picture of me as Mrs. Doubtfire, because remember we were talking about me as Mrs. Doubtfire.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, you know what? That's okay. We can do that tomorrow, because I don't want to get into this right now because it's going to open up a whole thing and I want to save this. But dude, I put a couple of bookmarks in tonight right before the show. They're really good. So just know for tomorrow, Tony, I got a couple of bookmarks I'm going to be very demanding about. Like, I demand we show those tomorrow. So we'll put a pin in that and hold that till tomorrow. Let's just do
sorry, one more, Paulie, one more. And okay. Bonnie, thank you for the reminder, because I just found this, and thank you for the reminder. I'm going to share the screen. This is in honor of our guy Tom Stack, and we should show this tomorrow during our Tom Stack spot. But there you go. There is the world famous Club Dead shirt that's about to pop up here. Sorry, Polly.
Yeah.
There it is right there. So Bonnie sent that in.
Well, Bonnie took that at the Panhandle last week. That was the Graham Les show, that the nice. Free show they did in the Panhandle. That's Tom Stack's work. He did a whole line of, and again, if you haven't put this together, it was like it was a play on Club Med, but he turned it into Club Dead. And I'm talking shirts, posters, all kinds of merch he developed. And he actually worked directly with and for the band. He became an employee of the Grateful Dead, Tom Stack. So yeah, his stuff is still out there, man. I still have some Club Dead stuff too. I got a few things.
Right on. Nice.
Yeah.
That's right. That's so great. That's awesome. Thank you all for emailing stuff to pollyspot@gmail.com. Love it. Love it. Keep it coming.
Please do keep it coming. We love the mailbag. We don't do it enough, but we do. I love the mailbag. And you guys want to make contributions to the show, we'll definitely share them on the air when we're doing a show sometime. So, all right, Tony, final word tonight is Longbridge Pizza. Neil Denardi. I'm actually going to kind of step back. I know you have some new, what did you say? You have new visuals for Longbridge, or what do you have that's new?
No, there's new visuals, but I also wanted to say that, Neil he loves the idea of the pizza wagon. Of course, he loves 2347 3rd Street and the vibe that has been set and that has been created at their brick and mortar spot on 3rd Street, 2347 3rd Street. But he also loves taking the pizza wagon out, and he's taking the pizza wagon out tomorrow night to Bear Bottle right there in San Francisco. If you've not been to Bear Bottle's, their home brewery, they have other tap rooms now, but this is their first tap room. It is a fantastic spot, very kid friendly, very family friendly, great beers on tap, and Neil will be there making pizzas, doing another Longbridge pizza pop-up at Bear Bottle. So if you're in the neighborhood, and it's the Glen Park neighborhood in San Francisco, which is a very underrated neighborhood, by the way, check it out. Bear Bottle. And also they have Bear Bottle on tap at Longbridge Pizza as well, because we talk about the pizza a lot. We talk about the meatballs and the sandwiches and the square pies, but we also got to talk about the beer selection. And Bear Bottle is one of their beers that they have on tap all the time, and it's so freaking good. And so Neil is tight with those boys, and he's doing a pop-up tomorrow. So 4 to 8 p.m. at Bear Bottle.
Yeah, go support Neil and go support Bear Bottle, like those guys. I mean, Neil is just good people. All the entire staff down at Longbridge Pizza, they really are like a family down there, and they treat all of the customers like family as well. That's why they call it the Vibe Tribe. Go down there, hang out, eat some of Neil's great food, and become an honorary member of the Vibe Tribe. For the working parents out there who are also doing coaching duties, private parties can be accommodated at Longbridge. I kind of wish I still was coaching little kids, because I would have brought my team in there like after games on the weekend all the time. He can accommodate groups 20 to 25 people in their back room, and it's visible to the rest of the restaurant, but they have doors they can close and kind of give you your own space. And back there, I mean, there's at least 2 flat screens. There might be 3 in that private room in the back. I'm trying to remember, but the point is, you can go back there, bring the entire team, bring the coaches, watch some ball, have a couple of beers, and unwind after a game or a practice sometime. It's really an ideal place for that. And again, Tony mentioned the Dogpatch neighborhood. It's such a cool neighborhood down there. That's where we're going to be next Wednesday. Standard Deviant Brewing. They are also part of that proud Dogpatch neighborhood, which is, they really are. They all take care of each other down there, which I love. The produce people work with the restaurants, and then Neil works with the it's just really cool. They all support one another. Neil and Mark DeVito from Standard Deviant, they're boys. They support each other. We hang out with them, they hang out with us. And Longbridge Pizza is at the center of it all, though. It's like the main artery of all activity for the Polymac Particle Show. Since we started about a year ago, they have been so good to us, and they've opened their doors for us multiple times. There's still talk about a pregame Springsteen get-together. That's coming up. We still got about a month on that, so no rush there. But we're going to try to make something happen there. And then later this summer, when we do our night out at the Giants game, we'll probably meet at Longbridge again, too. We'll talk to Neil about that. And maybe, Tony, maybe even another broadcast with Tolbert and Brooksy this year on the calendar, because that was a lot of fun. I think everybody had a really good time that night. So anyway, Longbridge Pizza, get on down there, man. They're open 6 days a week. The only day they're closed is Monday. Neil needs a break, for God's sakes, once in a while. But see why we love this place so much. The pizza is top-notch with the sourdough crust. Try the Polymac pie, if I may. It's really, really good. It's a simple pizza. It's not extravagant. It's just sausage and onion, but it's really nice with that sourdough crust. It just has a great flavor to it. The smash burgers are killer. The sandwiches, the Vinny's Gabagool, which I believe is what we just saw, the Vinny's Gabagool. Yeah, that thing is badass. Oh, that makes me hungry as hell. Look at that. Oh, yep, there's the Gabagool right there. Tony Soprano, big guy. Where did that come from? Where did that come from?
That's Steven, dude. The Steven in charge of digital media for Longbridge Pizza. He created this, man. He did Tony Soprano's Pro Gabagool.
It looks like he's on a skateboard right there, holding the tip of the board. Yeah, it's
Yep,
amazing.
he is.
Right.
He's on a skateboard. It's the freaking best. But yeah,
Well,
we talked
you
about the
got it,
pizza.
Pete.
We also talked about the sandwich. No, I just wanted to show the gabagool sandwich because that's their, one of their staple sandwiches. That and the chicken parm and the meatball sandwich too. And then you have the Smack Stack burger on Tuesdays, and you have the I do the mushroom version of the chopped cheese. We also do the chopped cheese, which is fantastic. And their food's badass, their beer's badass, and the people are badass. It's just you can't lose when you go to Longbridge. Seriously, it's very simple.
Longbridge Pizza, longbridgepizza.com. And just make sure if you want to place an order for delivery, just use the webpage. That's the only thing Neil's ever asked from us. He goes, guys, just ask the audience to order their delivery, place their delivery orders online, longbridgepizza.com. It's easier for them as opposed to calling it in. So thank you, Longbridge. Thank you, Neil. Really look forward to hanging out with you next week. And if you can support Neil in the pizza wagon tomorrow at Bear Bottle, get over there and do that for sure. All right, Tony, let's clear the decks. Let's get some sleep. We got a call with Spain in a few hours. We don't want to miss that. So we'll do our Spain call, and then we'll be on normal time tomorrow. We'll see all of y'all at high noon, and Aaron Kask will join us doing a little top three. And on the way out, Tony, before we vacate, and Arkansas Dave, I see you. We do need to go to Particle Land as our final act tonight. So let's visit Particle Land. And Arkansas Dave is also asking all of us here in the Bay to send him and his Razorbacks some love tomorrow. Get your suey pig going, man, and get your snouts on. I told you, man, Arkansas Dave, when I had those Jim Nantz seats at March Madness, like I loved the Razorback fans. I got a kick out of all of them. I thought they were great. So I'm with you, brother. Let's go Razorbacks. You got March Madness kicking in tomorrow. That's going to be a lot of fun. We'll talk about that on the show tomorrow too. But Tony, a quick visit to Particle Land, and then you're going to take us home, bro. Go ahead.
So here we go. Particle Land. It's funny when I search the word particle, I have to relabel this thing, but here we go. Stand by. It's about to pop up.
Welcome to Particle Land.
Yeah.
It's just the freaking best. Reprise, just a reprise because I want it. That's all.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. Here we go.
I love the little clarinet too kicking in there. Boo-ba-doo-doo.
They're not playing. No, I'm sorry. Oh well. Oh, that's right. Here we go. No, I tried to do a reprise. It's not working for some reason. I apologize.
I'm telling you what, with this Roadcaster, Tony, it's almost time to take it out into the street and smash it with a sledgehammer. There we go.
But look back.
Welcome to Particle Land.
Yeah.
There you go, P. There we go. Particle Land.
Listen, man, I feel better with my daily allotment of Particle Land. And again, let's send some particles down to Dave tomorrow. We all dig Dave, our Arkansas, our president of the Arkansas chapter of the PNP Army. So let's get our pigs going. There we go. There you go, brother. I see you, man. I see you. Hey, Richard De Leon, what's happening with you, man? Escobar Cheeks, Don Peralta, Rags, Patty, Scarlet Fire, Big Al. You got Karen Bell out there. You got Gravy, Miriam, all of you guys. We love you guys, and we hope everybody has a nice night. Tony, get a couple of hours of sleep, and we'll be on the line with Spain before you know it. True story. Tony, from there, we will be back on the air at high noon tomorrow. Hope to see all of y'all. Everybody have a wonderful night. And Tony, take us home like only you can.
Business hours are over, baby. It's business time.
And everybody, just a reminder to please like and subscribe while you are visiting our YouTube channel at Polymax Particles. Thank you so much for the support.
Woo! Boy, that was fun, man. Tonight's show flew by. That's always a good sign. It feels like we just started 5 minutes ago, and it's almost 9:30 already. So, all right, Gravy, Rex, Sourdough Sal, look at you. Low Steez in the house. Miriam, Escobar, Noemi. Everybody be cool. Have a great night, and we'll do it again. Everybody get lined back up at 12 noon. We'll be here for you, and we'll talk to you then. Cheers, everybody.
Peace, y'all.